Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about basics of PHP. Myself Dr. S. Anand Christie, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application. PHP started out as a small open source project that is evolved as more and more people found out how useful it was. Rasmus Ledov released the first version of PHP in the year 1994. The full form of PHP is Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is a server-side scripting language and it is embedded into the HTML. The main purpose of using PHP is we can create a dynamic content. That is, you can create a dynamic web pages and you can connect databases, you can track a sessions and you can create the entire e-commerce website. It is a free of cost, that is open source. We can easily download and use this software. It is integrated with a number of popular databases. Some of the databases are MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, and Microsoft SQL Server. You can connect n number of databases and you can integrate and manipulate with the front end. PHP supports a large number of major protocols such as POP, IMAP, LDAP. PHP syntax is like a C language. Here we can see the syntax of PHP. A PHP script can be placed anywhere in the document. That is, you can add it in the body parts. A PHP script started with the less than symbol question mark PHP and yet with question mark greater than symbol. In this tag, you can add your code. The default file extension of PHP file is .php. You have to save your PHP code with the extension of .php. A PHP is contains HTML tags and some PHP code. That is, inside the HTML, we are going to embed our PHP code. Then commands in PHP. We know that commands are useful for the programmer or the user to know what purpose this coding is. A command in PHP code is a line that is not executed as part of the program. Its only the purpose is to read by someone who is looking at the code. Here we can have different command lines. Double slash used to single line comment. Hash also used for single line comment. Then slash asterisk slash. This is a multiple line comment, that is block of code can be comment. So here we can have a single line comment and multi-line comments. Here we can see a small example how to comment line we can use. A single line, this is a single line comment using a double slash, or you can use a hash symbol. This is also a single line comment. Then we can use slash asterisk slash for multi-line comments. And we can also use comments to leave out a part of the code. a particular part of the code alone we can make as a command line. That particular part alone will not be executed while execution process happening. Here x $x a variable equal to 5, then we are commanding plus 15, then again we are having plus 5. While executing, the plus 15 will be command line, so that part will be omitted. Then 5 plus 5, that is 10, will be stored into the x. While you are echoing a particular variable, you can get a value 10. How can we create a PHP file? First of all, we can create a notepad file. Then we can add a separate code, that is HTML file. Then you can add a PHP code into it. Then you can save with the extension .php, that is file name .php. Then you have to execute in the WAM server. Here we can see a small program. We are declaring a variable color equal to red. My car is the color. Then second, we are echoing my house is with the color in a capital letters. Third, we are declaring with the both small letter as well as capital letter. While you are executing, you will get my car is red color. My car is red. But the other variables you are declared in different form. That is a capital letter. Third one is both small letter as well as capital letter. Toggle case. So we know that a variable is a case sensitive. How you are declaring, the same way you have to use it. Otherwise the value will not be printed. So here a variable is declared in a smaller case. So while you are using those variable with the same format will be exit. Then data types in PHP. We are having several data types. That is 8 data type which we use to construct our variables. First one is integer. Integer are all numbers without a decimal point. Like we can give 4195. Double. Double are floating point numbers. Like we are having 3.14, 49.1 with a decimal point. Then Boolean. Booleans have only two possible values, either true or false, 0 or 1. Then null. Null is a special type that only has one value. Then string data type. Strings are sequence of characters. Like PHP supports string operations. Arrays. Arrays are named and indexed collection of other values. Then objects. Objects are instances of the programmer defined classes which can package up both other kinds of values and functions that are specific to the class. Then resources. Resources are special variables that hold references to resources external to PHP, such as a database connection. These are the different data types we are using in the PHP language. Here we can see a control statements. If else statement, else if statement, switch statement. Here we can have a small flow chart. There is a condition. If condition is true, the conditional code will be executing. If condition false, it goes out of the if condition. If else statement use this statement. If we want to execute a set of code when a condition is true, and another if the condition is false. We can execute if a condition is true, this true black will be executed. If it is false, the false black will be executing. Then else if statement. Else if statement is used with the if else statement to execute a set of code if one of the several condition is true. It goes on. If condition is true, that black will executed. If it is false, it goes to the next else if. It checks again his condition is true or false. If it is true, it will execute it. If it is false, goes to the next one. Finally, if all the condition goes false means it goes to the else part. Then switch statement. Switch statement is used if you want to select one of many blocks of code to be executed. Use the switch statement for to get a single block to be executed. That is a constant value. If you are giving a constant value 2, the code block 2 will executing. If it is 3, the code block 3 will be executing. If all it is not satisfying, there is no blocks are satisfying means there is a default case, that case will be executed. Then control statements. Here you can see a syntax. If condition, if it is condition true, if condition block will executing, else the else block will executes. Then again we are having the second one. If condition is true, the code will be executes. Then there is again else if. If that condition is true, that block will execute. If it is false, goes to the else part. That is, we can call it as a nested if. Then there is a switch statement. Here we are declaring a variable d. With that we are assigning date d. If today's date is Monday, case mon will execute. If it is Tuesday, Tuesday case, that is case 2 will be executes. So based on the value, the case will execute. If it is Friday, we will get a message today is Friday. If it is Saturday, we will get a message today is a Saturday. Then if nothing, that the value cannot get, we don't have any value in a variable d means you can see wonder which day this is. Surely we will get any value. If the value will not getting, we are not storing any value into d means we are getting the default case. PHP operators. Operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. PHP divides the operators in the following group, that is arithmetic operator, assignment operator, comparison operator, increment decrement operator, logical operator, string operators, array operators. First we can see arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators, we know that addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo division and exponentation. There you can see a small example, $x plus $y, then for subtraction, $x minus $y. Likewise we are having all the things. Then there is a modulo. Modulo means we can store the remainder value. We are getting the remainder value while executing the modulo process. Then exponentation, results of rising x to the y, that is power, x power y. Here you can having $x double asterisk $y. So we are getting x power y. Then assignment operator. We know assignment operator are used to assigning a value into a variable. That is, we can assign x equal to 5. That is variable 5, variable x or assigning value by 5. They are having f5 into the variable x. Here we can have a shortened process, that is x plus equal to y, x minus equal to y, x asterisk equal to y. It is called a shortened operator. That is x equal to x plus y. We can simply say that x plus equal to y. Then x minus equal to y will be called as x equal to x minus y. So assigning a value into a variable will be called as the assignment operators. Then comparison operator. We are having a several comparison operator: equal, identical, not equal, then not identical, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Here we know equal sign. It returns true if s is equal to y. Then identical. Identical we are having triple equal to. It returns true if x is equal to y and they are of the same data type. That is x and y both are all the same data type, means you are getting the true. Then not equal to. Not equal to means we are checking both the things are same or different. Then you know that less than, greater than or equal to, not equal to. Then there is a increment decrement operator. We are having two things: pre-increment and post-increment. Here plus $x will be called as pre-increment. Increments x by 1, then returns x. Then x plus post-increment returns x, then increment of x by 1. Then minus x pre-decrement decrements x by 1, then returns x. Then x minus post decrement returns x, then decrements by 1. Then there is a logical operator and or not. And is to check both the conditions are true. If both the conditions are true, the result will be true. There might be a 2 condition, 3 condition, the number of conditions. It is up to the a programmer. If there is a 3 conditions, all conditions must be a true. If any condition become false, the final result will be false. So in AND there should be a all the condition should be a true. Then OR. In OR we can see any one condition true means the result will be true. Then NOT. We can have the true means we are getting false one. Then if it is false, we are getting true. String operator. Here we can have a concatenation operator. That is text1 dot text2. Here dot is a concatenation string operator. That is we can concatenate the both the things. That is text1 and text2. Then concatenation assignment dot equal to. Here appends text2 to the text1. Here text2 having a value, the same way text1 also having a value. The text2 value will be appends to the variable text1. Then we are having the array operator. In array operator we are having the things union, equality, identity, all the things we are having here. Then looping statements. We are having while loop, for loop, do while loop and for each loop. We know while loop. While the condition is true, the block will execute. Here we are having x equal to 1. While x less than or equal to 5, this condition, if it is true, it executes. Initially x value assigned as 1, then the loop will increment x plus plus. This code will execute the value, x value become 5. Then there is a do while condition. In do while condition, the same way we are executing x less than or equal to 5. That is, we are executing the value 1 to 5. Here, difference between while and do while is entry condition. It checks the condition, then the block of code will execute. Do while we are having the exit condition. That is, one time will execute. If it is true or false, the condition, one time it will be executes, then check the condition. If condition is okay, it goes the another loop. It increments the other loop. Then there is a for loop. For loop means we are having, there should be a initialization, test the condition, increment or decrement. The same thing, we are declaring x equal to 0, semicolon, x less than or equal to 10, x plus plus. Here we are getting echoing a number. The number is x. So we are getting from 0 to 10 numbers. The condition stops executing. The x value become 11. Then there is a for each loop. The for each loop mainly used for retrieving a value in a array. We are having a array colors here. Colors is a array variable. In that we are having the values red, green, blue and yellow. Initially the default index of an array is 0. So colors of 0 will hold the value red. Then colors of 1 holding the value green. Then colors of 2 holding the value blue. Then colors of 3 holding the value yellow. While you are executing for each loop, for each colors as value, then we are echoing the value. You are getting one by one. That is red, green, blue and yellow. Here we can know that, we can understand that for each loop are used for retrieving value from an array. Thank you.